Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on the Transformers Optimus Prime from Fanhome, stage 32. Let's go ahead and get the book open, and I've actually looked through the book. I've gotten some parts from a few stages ago, from stage 26, as well, that we'll be using in this build, in this stage. So we've got these two shock absorber armors and this detail part for the leg. I happened to mention that during the last video. I thought it was kind of funny. So let me get the parts open. And while I'm opening the parts, try as hard as I can not to damage the parts. So we have 32B. I'm going to go ahead and take it out of its own plastic bag. I did see somebody talking about that on Facebook recently. They, this little bit of plastic isn't going to destroy the environment, and if you recycle it, it's not near as bad as it could be. So we got 32H. People are talking about why, that they wrap a lot of the parts in their own separate bags and why they're using plastic, and on and on and on and on. It is what it is. You can either be subscribed and get the models, or don't. Okay, so that's in the spot, correct spot. So now that I've got all the parts out, let's see what we got. We've got the lower left torso support, lower lumbar, lower right torso support, pelvis details. Let's see, pelvis detail 32H is upper lumbar plate. 32G and F, which are right here, are detail parts, and 32E left pelvis detail A. So there's your parts. Let's go ahead and start building. So we're going to start immediately where we left off, and the way to know which side you're working on, first, you don't have this detail plate on here yet. Plus, the picture shows that this is on the right-hand side. So you take this last piece here, and it is going to go. Oh, okay. I'm just looking. This is all stuff that we put earlier on this side. We couldn't do it on this side because the screws. Had to be able to put the screws still in. So you got a couple of holes, a hole here, right over top of that screw right there. And these pins are going to go into the pins on this part are going to go in here. Sorry, I didn't show you the pins, and I've already got the part in there, and you can see it wraps around those holes right there. And that's where this piece is going to go. You see the 1, 2, 3, 4 4 holes matching up with the 4 pins on here. And we're just going to gently but firmly push this part in place, making sure that the pins all engage, and it goes in relatively easy. So now you've got that side looking like that side. And just double checking. It maybe can go down a hair further. Now that's as far as this one's going to go. Yeah, that's as far as this is going to go. Then let's see. Just reading to see what it says. Next thing we got is up here. We have these two details, 32F and G. They are going to pop onto here. Like usual, we have a D-shaped hole, D-shaped pins here and here. They are going to point out a little bit So you want to make sure you have the right part on the right side. Otherwise, they'll point in instead of out. And it goes on. Get them on there, and I'll pull the piece up closer to the camera. And it gets a little bit tricky getting into some of these places. I don't know if it's that my fingers are getting old. I don't have arthritis in them, but it gets a little bit interesting. And you can see now these two pieces here are in place. We take the ring that I mentioned in the last video, and you've got the 4. Let me see. Just looking to make sure. It looks like 4 lugs, but actually it's only 3 lugs that go into these holes. This 4th one is low enough it's not going to engage. So you got these 4 or 3 lugs that are going to engage. There's only one way you can put them on. And it pushes down firmly on here. And now that's part of the pelvis looks identical to that part. Just looking, okay, yeah, those are making sure that these pieces are lining up the exact same way on either side. Then you've got these other 2 pieces. You've got to turn the part around, and you've got these 2 lug or holes here, these 2 holes here, lugs or pins, whichever you want to call them, go over top of them. And there is a cutout at this piece, this ridge right here. There is a cutout in the parts that's going to go over top of that ridge, and they're just going to push on. No screws in this issue, just all push on parts. Looks like that. Covers that in really nicely. Set this down while I turn the page. And it's not a whole lot of detail you can see because it's all silver. So this is where, by the way, this was from stage 26, as are these. And these are going to go on here. I'm just looking to see, to make sure I've got them on the right way. Actually, it looks like they do pull out. They actually pull out. And so the longer part of the piston is going to be on towards the inside. They're going to pop onto these 2 pins here that are split so that you can actually get them on there. Just like this. And the fact that these open and close is going to allow you to move the model around. There's the pins. Go ahead and push these in so that they aren't sticking out and get broken. Once you have those in place, you're going to take this part. You've got the 2 holes here, the pin right here, or the 2 pins right here. This is going to push on here. Easiest way, again, is to find a way to see the pins, because you're trying to line up 2 things that you can't even see. Make sure, is that on there the right way? Yes, it is. And it's going to seat firmly on the top well before it stops on the bottom before it stops on the top. And what's going to stop at the top is those split pins. And then this last piece, you're going to take the same with the upper lumbar plate. It's going to engage with 4 pins. You've got the 4 holes there. You've got 2 small, 2 large pins in here, and they're going to engage in there into those holes. And again, always with these parts where you're doing plastic pins, you want to do it firmly but gently, push it in place. And now where your split pins are, where your screws are, all of that stuff, I really like the way they do this because all of that stuff disappears. I just checked, these will only go up and down. They do not go out at all. So that is all there is to do in this stage. And so we are actually in this area of the build. We've got this is actually pretty much the chest area from the hips to the top to the chest. Is basically almost to the shoulders, but it's coming along. Hope you're enjoying this. Hope you're enjoying my content. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. Come on over to Hobby Time Modelers on Facebook, YouTube, and Discord. See what we're doing. We do a live stream, group live stream on Friday evenings and on Sunday afternoons. Plus, there's a 6-person live group build going on of the Bandai Perfect Grade Millennium Falcon on Wednesdays. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of whenever I post new videos. I appreciate you stopping by. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you in the next video.